Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm, making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me the...
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Gardner Minshew and the Atlanta Falcons.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Come the Ravens now ready to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. The Ravens hit 10-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On target to his man, Likely. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see and what they've experienced. That's true teamwork. And if you want to get to the playoffs, if you want to have a big push, you have to have that on your squad.
Mahomes to throw once more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And some room to work.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football. Starting the drive with Algier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. He'll take this to the 46. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier.
The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Off play action, it's Minshew.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire Time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Algier. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route. And that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Minshew. And he'll just get rid of it.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throwing out left and finding Likely. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And in for the Ravens touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 38.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll take on the always tough Green Bay Packers. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Denver Broncos. Then on Sunday night, wrap up your Christmas day with a great one in the NFC. The Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern Time. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now back to throw.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. We ain't giving up nothing.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Flush to his right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's Swift.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turn to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Minshew's throw there taken in by Smith. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Purdy to throw it on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On first down, Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that
hit as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, it's Dobbins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Justin Matabike firing across the line there and planning him for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4 yards remain for second down. Swift going to try up the middle. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 14-6, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Minshew's throw complete there to Smith. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Minshew. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the two-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that two-point conversion.
Here we go now.
As we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Here's Minshew.
Forced out to his left. It's complete, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their two-point lead. And the failure to convert and tie the game, now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. There's Purdy on 1st and 10.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now Minshew.
That's caught out right by Jennings. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Got his man. It's London.
The 20. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So the